Hi, Jen.
Hey, Jen. Hey,
Al, how are you?
good. Hey, real quick. Just so you know, I did review these today. I'm the only one who's available to do this meeting.
Okay.
There were no conflicts. There are no issues. We're in support of them. There was nothing contentious. I honestly don't feel like it would be a conflict of interest, but I wanted to also tell you upfront before the meeting got underway,
Right.
in case you have an opinion or you want me to just log off.
Okay.
But we don't have if I'm not here, no one's.
That's fine. We'll proceed with you participating in the meeting.
That's fine. And just so you know, I mean, we really try not to make that a habit, but
Right.
because we just have, we are so limited. Like this is likely going to happen a few more times this summer. Sorry.
Oh, no, thank you for letting me know.
Okay. Do you want to? I mean, I honestly intended to email you ahead of time. Do you want me to just shoot you an email on the side if these situations arise before the meeting?
That, yes, I would appreciate that.
We'll do our best to try and make sure we can catch it ahead of time and make sure we let you know. Thank you.
And then Brittany, you're filling in for Dale today, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And I'm the same. I review these as well.
Okay, I'm going to give Roger.
If Roger is not available, do we have a vice chair on this board or do we not have anyone designated? Does anyone remember?
I would recognize Wes Rubio as the surrogate leader of the pack.
1, 2, 3, not it.
That's fine with me. So obviously, Adrian.
Be joining us shortly.
I think Roger just does this for attention.
Recording in progress.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
You're a little light on the volume, but we can hear you.
Were your ears ringing? Roger.
So let's try this again. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can somebody say something?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Okay, sorry about that. Apparently my sound isn't working correctly today. All right. Well, it's 2:07. So I suppose we should call this meeting of the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee to order. And we will begin by determination of quorum.
Okay, Larry Chesney,
Present?
James English. I'm sorry. Let's start over again. Larry Chesney,
Present.
Wes Rubio,
Present.
Wayne Handrock,
Present.
Roger Pelham,
Present.
and Dale Wade did let us know he would be out. And in his absence, we have Brittany Lemon.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Ethics law announcement from the District Attorney's Office.
Sure. All right, members are reminded that if with respect to any matter or any person coming before the committee today, number one, you've received a gift or loan. Number two, you have a pecuniary interest. Number three, you have a commitment in a private capacity, such as a family, employment, business, or similar relationship. Or number four, if you've provided representation or counseling before an agency to a person or entity for compensation within the last year on a matter being considered, please remember to disclose that gift, loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation at the time the matter is being considered. And further, please abstain from deliberation or voting on the matter if it's clear that the gift, loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation would materially affect the independence of judgment of a reasonable person. Committee members are also reminded that if you've had any contact outside this meeting with any persons interested in a matter coming before the committee today, please disclose the nature of that contact at this meeting. Thank you.
All right, we're going to follow that with the appeal procedure. Most decisions rendered by the Parcel Map Review Committee are appealable to the Board of County Commissioners. If you disagree with the decision of the Parcel Map Review Committee and you want to appeal its action, you may do so in writing within 10 calendar days from the date that the decision being appealed is reduced to writing, filed with the Secretary of the Parcel Map Review Committee, and mailed to the original applicant in the proceeding being appealed in accordance with Washington Code. Please call planning staff immediately at 328-3600 for information on the appeal procedure and application fee. Having done that, let's move on to item number 4, public comment. Do we have any public comment?
I do not have any hands raised at the moment.
Thank you very much. And approval of today's agenda. Has everyone had a chance to review that? Would anyone care to make a motion?
Roger, can you speak up just a hair? I think I heard you ask for a motion.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties today. Would anyone
okay.
care to make a motion to?
I move to approve
today's agenda? Thank you. We have motion by Mr. Rubio. Do we have a second?
This is Wayne Handrock. I'll second.
Thank you very much, Mr. Handrock. Any discussion? Those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Great. Let's move on to item number 6, approval of the minutes from May 12th. Has everyone had a chance to review those? Does anyone have any corrections to offer? Okay, would anyone care to make a motion to?
This is
approve
Wes
the minutes
Rubio. I'll
as
move
written?
to approve the minutes.
Thank you. Do we hear a second?
Chesney,
Hendrick.
second.
Okay, I
Okay.
think Wayne beat you to it. So we have a,
Okay, let Wayne have it.
okay, we have a motion by Mr. Rubio, a second by Mr. Handrock. Those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right.
And any opposed, please say. Very good.
Miss Lemon, can you just go ahead and unmute
Sorry.
yourself and do your vote again?
Aye, sorry.
Thank you.
And that was in favor of the motion. Thank you.
Correct.
All right, and with that brings us to number 7. Parcel Map Review Committee. Take action to approve, conditionally approve, deny an application. We're going to start with tentative parcel map case number WTPM 22-0005. And let's see, do we have Ms. Wyke on behalf of planning?
Yes. Hello. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. 1 second and I'll get started. Okay, can everyone see the parcel map there? Okay. Good afternoon, Courtney Wyke, Senior Planner. The item before you is a requested parcel map, record number WTPM 22-0005, located at 395 Stamp Mill Drive outside of Wadsworth. The proposed tentative parcel map would divide a 10.21 acre parcel into 4 parcels, one being 1.25 acres, and the remaining 3 would all be 2.9 acres. The regulatory zone for the parcel is medium density suburban. The required setbacks for medium density suburban regulatory zone is 28 feet in the front and rear property lines and 8 feet from the side property line. There are no conflicts with the setbacks since the site is undeveloped. Access for all proposed parcels would be from Stamp Mill Drive. A portion of the proposed parcel 4, I can maybe zoom in a little bit here, is proposed offered for dedication per this map to Washoe County to increase the width of, and this actually, let me go to the, oh, sorry, I'm gonna pull up a cleaner map. Right there, is proposed for dedication in order to widen Stamp Mill Drive to meet the minimum width, and that is consistent with the conditions of approval provided by engineering and capital projects. The lots are proposed to be served by Truckee Meadows Water Authority using the 2 existing on-site TOMWA operated wells on-site. A condition of approval does require that the applicant demonstrates the existing municipal water system has sufficient capacity to connect all parcels proposed. Conditions of approval were included as Exhibit A, and no recommendations of denial were received. With that, that concludes my presentation, and I'm available for any questions.
Great. Then do any members of the Parcel Map Review Committee have any questions for staff? Okay, hearing none. Is the applicant present and would they care to make a presentation?
I do have a Gary, I believe it's Gary Guzzles. I'll go ahead and promote you if you would like to address the committee. Okay, Gary, if you would like to unmute yourself, and Roger, he is available as a panelist.
Hey, Courtney, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Gary, we can hear you. Would you care to address the committee?
Roger, I don't have any comments. I think this is pretty straightforward and clean. Of course, I'm available for any questions should anybody have any.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Do any members of the committee have questions for the applicant's representative? And just for the record, I believe that's Gary Gazellas.
Thanks, Roger.
So we have the name right.
Eh,
Hearing none from any of the committee members, do we have anyone from the public who would like to make comment?
I have no public comment.
Very good. Then I'm going to go ahead and close the public hearing, bring it back to the committee. Is there any discussion? Would anyone care to make a motion?
This is Wes Rubio. I'll make a motion. I move that after giving reasoned consideration to the information contained within the staff report and the information received during the public meeting, that the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee approves parcel map case number WTPM 22-0005 for Vector Account LLC, subject to the conditions of approval included as Exhibit A with the staff report, and make the determination that the following criteria is or will be adequately provided for pursuant to Washoe County Code Section 110.606.30E, and that's 1I through 12.
Thank you very much. Do I hear a second?
Commissioner Chesney, second.
Thank you, Mr. Chesney. Any additional discussion on the motion? With that, I will call for the question. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. And any opposed, please say aye. All right, motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Let us move on to item 7B, tentative parcel map case number WTPM 22-0006. Believe that we should have Katie start with planning.
Good afternoon. Katie Stark, Washoe County Planning. Are you looking at my parcel map image at the moment?
Yes, we can see that.
Okay. The larger one, correct? Does it fill the whole page? I want to make sure I'm sure. I want to make sure I'm sharing the right thing with you.
All right, Katie, you sound like muffled.
There's not going to be anything I can do about that. I have all of my volume up completely and I'm on my normal equipment here.
Okay.
I'll try to get really close to the screen, but I think that's probably the best I can do.
Okay. If the board's okay with that, you're fine. Go ahead.
Okay. The case before you is tentative parcel map case number WTPM 22-0006 for Tom Nichols. The request is to divide a 20.73 acre parcel of land into 3 new parcels. They would be 10.73 acres in size, and the next 2 would each be 5 acres in size. The parcel is located in the Southwest Truckee Meadows planning area inside the TMSA. There are a mixture of regulatory zones for the parcel. Let me increase the size of that. 73% of the parcel is medium density rural or MDR. You can see that in that kind of yellow green portion in the middle. And then 27% of the parcel is general rural. The light tan color in one corner and along the edge. The maximum lot potential is 3, and the number of lots on the parcel map is 3. The minimum lot size requirement for MDR is 4 acres. And the minimum lot size on the parcel map is 5 acres, with each of the new parcels containing at least 4 acres of land zoned MDR to meet that MDR requirement. The minimum lot width is 200 feet required, and the minimum lot width on the parcel map is 429 feet. On the development suitability map in the area plan, the parcel has portions that are listed as unconstrained and portions with slopes greater than 15%. The parts of the parcel that are zoned general rural are already legal non-conforming. They don't meet the minimum lot or width requirements. And they will continue to be non-conforming if this parcel map is approved. Specific parcel is not developed. The required setbacks for medium density rural are 30 feet front and rear and 15 feet on the sides due to the non-conforming GR and the smaller GR size. All three future parcels will be required to meet the MDR setbacks. In this image here, you can see that there is a sensitive stream zone running along the east side of the parcel. And that sensitive stream zone corresponds to the general rural regulatory zone that runs along that east side of the parcel. There is an interpretation in Washoe County Code. It's interpretation 3.2. And it states that there's been a general practice not to allow that further division of general rural land if it's already non-conforming. However, the interpretation also states that when a development application includes a perennial stream that's been mapped as general rural, then the general rural can be further divided if the provisions of Article 418 will provide protection for that stream zone. So section 110.418.25 does address sensitive stream zone development standards and will come into play to protect that sensitive stream zone if this parcel map is approved. Staff did not find any policies pertinent to the proposed parcel map in the Southwest Truckee Meadows area plan modifiers. In the Southwest Truckee Meadows area plan, there is a policy SW.15.3 requiring that water rights be dedicated to Washoe County for all map subdivision into large parcels, parcel maps, and subdivision maps. Both Washoe County Water Rights and the State of Nevada Division of Water Resources reviewed the proposed parcel map. Both provided conditions to ensure that proper water rights are provided for each new parcel. Those conditions are included in Exhibit A, as are any other conditions provided by the reviewing agencies. Staff is recommending approval. And there's a possible motion on page 10 of the staff report.
Did we lose you, Katie? Are you still speaking?
I am not still speaking. I'm done.
Okay, you have completed your presentation. Thank you.
I have, yes.
Okay. Thank you for that. Is the applicant available and would they like to address the committee?
I do have Dan Kelso. Dan, if you would like to unmute yourself and state your first and last name for the record, please.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Dan,
I'm
we can hear
unmuted. Can you
you.
hear me?
Yes,
Dan,
go
we
ahead.
can hear you.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Dan, we can
Yes.
hear you. It seems like
There it
maybe you
goes.
can't hear us.
Yeah. Anyway, Dan Kelso here,
Okay.
and I have no comments.
Well, thank you very much. Madam Secretary, do we have anyone from the public wishing to provide comment?
I do not have any public comment.
Very good. I'm going to go ahead and close the public hearing, bring this back to the committee. Is there any discussion on this item?
I have none.
Any member? Okay. Would anyone care to make a motion?
Commissioner Chesney, I move that after giving reasoned consideration to the information contained within the staff report and the information received during the public meeting, that Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee approve parcel map case number WTPM 22-0006 for Tom Nichols, 2008 trust, subject to the conditions of approval included as Exhibit A with the staff report, and make the determination that the following criteria is or will be adequately provided for pursuant to Washoe County Code Section 110.606.330 paren E.
Do I hear a second?
This is Wes Rubio. I'll second.
Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed, please say aye. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Which brings us to item number 8. Madam Secretary, did you have anything prepared for this, or do we just have an opportunity?
Yeah, just
to
an
speak?
opportunity for the members just to recognize Mr. Larry Chesney, who this will be his last PMRC meeting.
Y'all better take your best shot. This is your last opportunity.
Oh,
Wow.
I think I would like to start. Larry, what has it been? 8 years?
8 years, yeah.
8 years. That's a long time, and I appreciate you. I really do. When it comes to this sort of thing, I don't speak particularly well, but I have always appreciated sort of the way you look at things clearly, concisely, no nonsense, cut right through it, and really just get the job done in a really efficient and straightforward manner. And I'm going to miss that. I mean that sincerely.
Thank you, Roger. I appreciate that.
Larry, it's been an absolute pleasure to work and be able to sit next to you during these meetings when we did, and still be able to work with you on these and learn from you and understand some of your expertise from the planning side as well. And always, I do, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for also aiding me and giving Roger a bad time as much as possible.
Thank you, Wes.
Thank you for all your hard work, Larry. It's appreciated.
Hey, Wayne, it's been a pleasure working with you too.
And I think that's all of us that have kind of
Yeah,
spent
okay.
the years with you. So if nothing else, let's go ahead and move on to item 9 then. And, future agenda items and legal information updates. Does anyone have anything that they'd like to request be placed on a future agenda? Great. And from the district attorney's office, Ms. Gustafson, do we have any legal information or updates?
I don't have any what I would consider legal information or updates, but I would like to, of course, say thank you to Mr. Chesney for serving on the Parcel Map Review Committee for apparently 8 years. And I would also note that there is going to be a formal recognition for Mr. Chesney at the next Planning Commission meeting as well, which will formally recognize his contributions to this committee as well on the Parcel Map Review Committee. So thank you very much, Mr. Chesney. I've certainly enjoyed chatting with you and working with you in the couple of years that I've been with the Planning Commission and this board. And then the only other thing I'll just mention, I see Katie's still on here and Adriana's still on here. If we can please talk to Technology Services about her microphone. I was able to understand what she was saying, so I don't see there are any legal issues with that, but there's obviously some feedback going on with that mic, and for future meetings, if someone could check that out, I certainly appreciate that, because that was a little hard to hear.
Yeah, I will. I'll work with Katie to see if we need to get her new equipment or
Yeah.
just to solve that issue.
Because if that's her standard equipment, that's not okay. So
Right.
thank
Okay.
you.
Will do.
Okay, wonderful. Item number 10. Madam Secretary, do we have anyone from the public who would like to make any general comments?
I have no public comment.
Wonderful. So what I'm going to do at this point is Mr. Chesney, would you like to place us in adjournment?
I'd like to move to adjourn. Thank you all so much for all the years.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
We are
Larry.
adjourned.
Thank you all.
We're gonna get Katie a new mic. Can we get Roger a new watch?